Hey there! Yesterday I was running some 10 spell high gear solos and earned myself an Echo of Screens. I'm super pleased with how well I played not only the main fight, but also with how I defended the kill afterwards from a super aggressive player that showed up out of the blue the moment the fight was over. I could probably trade it in for a Spellweaver, but I think I'd rather just give it to one of you to enjoy, so stick around until the end of the video to see how you can get it. For this run I was using this kit. It has some room for improvement, but overall got me to the stat levels I wanted. If you have any questions about builds or what stats I look for in my gear, leave them in the comments along with suggestions for any other instructional content you'd like to see from me in the future. Since I'm not running 5 spell, I don't need spell overload, so in my 4th perk slot I grabbed Fire Mastery, and then the other 3 are just the old reliable Arcane Mastery, Sage, and Quick Chant. And I was running these spell wheels. The only spell slot I sometimes switch in my 10 spell setup is my 5 o'clock spell on the left wheel. Sometimes I play around with Magic Lock, sometimes Ice Bolt, but yesterday I was feeling Chain Lightning. Now let's get into the gameplay. I'm starting the clip a little bit before the fight begins because I think there are some valuable things to pick up on with the decisions that I make here.
Hello there.
While this player appears to be a harmless NPC, as a wizard I can't just run up and turn his pockets inside out. If I go the long way around and take the ramp, he can easily just jump down and sprint away towards the center of the map and draw a third party. If I try to jump on the ramp from the side, I'd be putting myself immediately into melee range, which is no good either. It seems we both understand the situation and he doesn't seem itching to fight, so I ultimately just start heading back where I came from. What exactly do we want to do? Because if I go over there, then he's going to come over here. It's not a great situation to be in. And right on cue, there's that third party I was talking about. Since my ironclad friend here doesn't seem to want the smoke for now, I get ready to pursue this other guy. Instead of following through the door he went through, I opt to go this other way to avoid an easy ambush. Okay. So we just heard a potion being drank somewhere on our right side. I'm not sure if he's right outside this doorway or further around the corner or what kind of potion he drank, but I now know that he did plan on an ambush as suspected. Now I'm going to try to bait and clear this tight corner close to me while holding a slow spell in case he jumps out at me. Even if he had drank an invis potion, I'm pretty sure he would have emerged there, so I'm confident that this close corner is clear. Now that I know his position, I'm going to haste invis into the room and get some space to deal with this player in a way that's more advantageous to me. I didn't know how fast he was going to be or how early he was going to run out and pop sprint, so I had my slow spell locked and loaded as I turned around. I guess he couldn't tell I was a wizard because he drank the wrong kind of protection potion. Regardless, now that I have some room to breathe, I'm going to switch over to a fireball and try for some early splash damage. Since I got into the tavern just before the match started, this is the first time I really get to see what I'm up against here. He's wielding an axe as his primary weapon and has a longbow on his back. He doesn't seem to be making any attempt to switch to his bow, so I shouldn't need to worry about ranged combat yet. When in open space like this, fireballs can often be easily dodged, so what I do is I start the cast in one direction to make it look like I'm leading my target that way, but at the last moment I flick over to the other side to catch him as he tries to dodge it. Also notice that by the time the fireball lands, my slow spell is already fully charged so I can stop him when he inevitably pops sprint to try to close the distance. After landing the slow, I switch over to magic missile in case he just continues W keying. I wouldn't just all in and hold the full volley because he could possibly have super strong magic resistance, and magic missiles did just get a nerf, but I could definitely shoot at least 4 or 5 of them before the end of the slow and then continue to kite. He does fall back after the slow to try to avoid the missiles, but I let him rip and lead him by just the right amount to land at least half of them. At this point, he's taken a ton of damage and is obviously trying to jump down into the lower level to lose me in the mobs, so Zap is a great spell choice here. Because it charges so quickly, I can cast it before he's in the lower level and it's hit scan, so I don't have to crack out the kinematic equations to hit him with a projectile while he's falling. Night night. And that's all she wrote for that guy. Time to see if he has anything worth taking.
What the hell is even that?
I hadn't even fully digested what just happened, and I hear boots galloping towards me. Luckily, I didn't take any damage, but I'm surrounded by mobs down here, so if this player has a bow, I'm in big trouble. I have to imagine that based on tavern inspection, the approaching player knew what this fighter had, so it's pretty likely they're going to fight to the death here. I can't say I was expecting him to just cowabunga down here, but now I see it's a barbarian, so that kind of makes sense. So now I'm stuck in a confined space with mobs that are aggroed on me against the apex predator of close quarters combat, so my panicked game plan is to just slow him and then invis repeatedly to get the mobs to hit him and hopefully sneak in enough damage that he eventually leaves or dies. I only have a couple invisibilities to work with, so I can't afford any mistakes here. And against all odds, we pull off the impossible. I never saw that barbarian again, so I don't know if he died to the mobs or just found his own extraction, but we managed to get ourselves out of there and secure the bag. I'm going to show the fight again in real time, but first, if you want a chance to get this Echo of Screams, all you have to do is sub to the channel and join my Discord. I'll be randomly selecting one person and will message them in Discord sometime this Saturday, June 1st, so they can enjoy it for the last week of the wipe. Aside from the giveaway, I encourage you to join the Discord anyways, as I will do my best to answer all of your questions and review your clips for absolutely free. I'm super passionate about this game and especially the wizard class, so I want nothing more than to see it grow. And with that, I hope you've enjoyed the video and can take something with you heading into this last week of wipe. I look forward to meeting you all in the dungeons in this next season and many more to come. Without further ado, here is my battle for the Echo of Screams.